So now it's time to introduce the candidates. And again, as I said, this is strictly in alphabetical order. Strictly in alphabetical order, starting here to my left, to your right, Kentucky's current Secretary of State from Richwood, obviously living and working in Frankfort right now, Secretary of State Trey Grayson. Next, from Elkton, Kentucky, in Todd County, just down Highway 68 from us, Mr. Bill Johnson. And just a little bit farther east on Highway 68, from Bowling Green, Kentucky, Dr. Rand Ball. Gentlemen, thank you for being in Paducah today and for taking part in this very important forum. We welcome you here. As part of the blind draw, as I mentioned a few moments ago, that we had backstage to start the opening statements. Our first opening statement will come from Dr. Rand Ball. Dr. Ball, 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you. I want to congratulate the Grassroots Coalition for inviting us. I think it's important.
I filed before interviews these people, and I am legally here by invitation from Mr. Packett and from Sherry Quinn. He got the email shortly, I believe here. I am a candidate for the Senate. And this is not permitted by law nor fair. I filed before anyone. My name is Gurley Martin. Gurley L. Martin.
All right, Dr. Ball.
I get to start over, I guess.
Yes, sir.
I think it's important that we debate to see who can articulate the message best for our party. I agree with the message. The message is our platform. I think part of our problem, though, is we have sometimes nominated and elected people who did not adhere to the platform. I think the bank bailout was a good example of this. I've been a Republican since I was a kid. I went to my first national GOP convention when I was 13, when my parents supported Ronald Reagan, back before it was popular to support Ronald Reagan. I run for office because I'm concerned about our country. I'm worried about the debt. I'm worried that we have a nearly $2 trillion debt in 1 year, and I'm concerned what that could do to our country. Paying off this debt is an enormous burden we're leaving to our kids and grandkids, and we must do something about it. When I first got into this race, gray-haired politicos would come up to me and put their arm around me and they would say, "Young man, we believe in Reagan's 11th commandment. We don't want you saying anything about our guy here." You know what? Now that we are perceived to be the front runner, I don't hear them talking much about Reagan's commandment anymore. In fact, I have an opponent who's already paying for push polling. I have an opponent who's hired a group, VCR out of Texas, who's lying about my record. That opponent's on the stage, and I call today for the lies to stop. He said to the media, and he's telling people on the phone, that I'm not pro-life, that I'm pro-choice. This is a lie. I gave my first public statement when I was 17 on abortion at my church. I have been a member of a doctor's group for 20 years. I am pro-life, I am 100% pro-life, and I challenge him today to quit saying otherwise because it's untrue. On the issue of detainees at Guantanamo Bay, my opponent is also lying. I have always maintained that we should try them at Guantanamo Bay and that it should be in military tribunals. He takes one sentence where I say deport the detainees, and he leaves out half of the sentence. I said if we cannot convict them, if our military decides to release them, I don't want them in our country. I don't want to pay $250 million to have them set up on a South Pacific island. I want to send them back to where they were found. I would deport them. He makes it out to say, oh, he wants to deport everybody at Guantanamo Bay. It's a lie. My entire statement was talking about whether to bring them back here in the United States. Now, Reagan's commandment Trey may not remember this because he and his family were Democrats at the time, but Reagan's commandment has some value, and I asked Trey Grayson today to quit lying about my record.
Second opening statement, Secretary of State Grayson.
Thank you, Rod. I'm Trey Grayson, and I want to thank the Grassroots Committee for organizing this. I want to thank all of you for coming out today. This is a great crowd, and it's really nice to see all the support for all of us here in the audience.